Hey everybody, my name is Mike Tomorrow, and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. I know the last episode I said that we would have a video that has autism in the media, and I did that one already, and I said that there was 2 stories, so here's the second story in the second video on it. So, anyways, now we're going to be talking about the Minnesota teenager with Asperger's creates incredible arcade games. Yeah, growing up as an 80s kid and living my life in the 80s and the 90s as a child, there's a lot of arcade games out there for us. And it was pretty cool the games that were out there, and then going to the arcade, spending all those quarters, putting them in the machine, playing the games, And I went to the pinball exposition 2 weeks ago in Sturbridge, Mass, and it was pretty cool. You had all the pinball machines, and there were some arcade games there too, and it's pretty cool that you get to play these games that you grew up knowing, like Dig Dug and Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, and all the versions of Pac-Man that were out there. That's pretty cool. I like to play games. I don't play the newer games. I know I don't. And the only games I basically play now are on Facebook or even on my iPad, and those are the only games I play. So if they're free, I play them. But anyways, here's the article. I'm gonna read a little bit of the article to you guys. But yeah, like with the last video I done, this video, I'll make sure to post a link of the article on there so you can see it. And there's a video on there, but I'm not been able to play the video as of yet, so I can't really see it yet, but I will see it whenever I get a chance. But it says, a 15-year-old kid from Chanhassen, Minnesota. I'm sorry about the town pronunciation, but I'm not from Minnesota, so I don't know how to pronounce it. So, but anyways, back on here. A 15-year-old kid from Chanhassen, Minnesota is creating his own adventure by building, designing, and programming an arcade game of his own. No, wait a minute. Not a game. I don't know what happened to my phone. I had the article in there. I have a hard copy if I can see it. Not a game for an iPad, like many kids his age play, but one of those big arcade games like Pac-Man or a Donkey Kong. Just like the games I was just telling you about. How remarkable, huh? Like those games that I grew up with. And he's creating them now. He's trying to recreate them anyways. Nate Allard, who has had a keen interest in playing and gaming since he was young, designed the game called Lost Glitch, which involves a hero needing to overcome a series of hurdles and pitfalls to advance levels. You have most of those games today have those, like Candy Crush and what are some of the other games that have levels and you have to play in order to get them. Farm Hero Saga, I think. So, the article goes on and says, I'm kind of worried it comes off as neurocrastic, Allard says of the final project. That is because, in many ways, the game is a reflection of his life. When he was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with Asperger syndrome, a neurological disorder that falls on the autism spectrum. He is highly functioning, but can have difficulties in social situations from time to time. Well, like everybody else on the autism spectrum that has Asperger's, we have problems dealing with social problems too. But we try to and we try to overcome it the best we can. You know? And I'm sorry for reading the article right here and me looking at the article while reading it. My phone seems like it doesn't want to cooperate right now, and when I print out the article, it was so small text that my phone's giving me a hard time. So, well, here we go. At 15, Allard had worked to manage the disorder and is aware of the challenges it'll pose for him. People with autism has a hard time coming up with original content, which is quite explainable, he said. Kind of like brains rewired differently. Same goes with me. He said the same goes with me. Well, the same goes with me, Mike tomorrow as well. Because we are wired differently, I think. Well, we think differently, and it's hard for us to come up with designs. I like to come up with game ideas too. It's a little hard for me to do that as well. Or come up with a page or come up with an idea for a campaign for my autism walk team, or it's kind of hard for me to come up with those ideas or ideas for events. Anyways, it's good that he's doing this, and it's cool that he's doing it, but it's very cool, anyways, I'll continue reading the article a little bit more. At an early age, Nate's parents recognized his obsession and unique challenge for gaming. I think my parents feel that way about me playing my fantasy sports league and having my fantasy sports network online. Well, it's simple that we become interested in something and we want to fulfill it, Typically, kids on the spectrum will find that one thing that they focus on, and go deep. Nate's dad, Todd, said. Well, I can agree with that because my focus is on camping sometimes, so I try to expand the camping club as best as I can nationwide. And it's kind of hard expanding a New England camping club that used to once be nationwide. I try to expand a New England camping club across the nation, and it's a little hard for me to do that. And, I can't do it all myself, too. And then my interest for Disney World, since I worked there before, and trying to go back there again. I love Disney, and, that was that was my passion, Disney World, and working there and doing that. And I think mine are Disney and camping and traveling. Like Nate's is gaming. So we compare those things, To encourage his love of gaming, Nate enrolled in a youth technology program at Macalester College in St. Paul. There he is learning more and more about coding and programming video games. There are video game program schools out there. I know there are a couple in Lafayette, Louisiana, and then I'm not sure where else. And then you have the Arts Institute that I'm sure teaches those programs too. And a little bit more of the article here. And you have to comb through everything you've done, which could be hundreds and hundreds of lines of codes, one of Nate's fellow campers said of the program. For his mother, the joy comes from watching the usually shy Nate come alive in the classroom. It's always great to seeing his instructor interacting with him, she said. His older brother, Anson, is also becoming aware of Nate's unique ability and talent. It really taught me patience, Anson said. Well, we have patience. You have to learn gotta have patience when dealing with people that are on the spectrum. You know, and I think that's what taught my dad to respect me a little bit more if he can. You know? And it's not so much embarrassing anymore. It's more proud of him for being different and unique. And I agree with Anson on that. You know? Nate will be a sophomore in high school this fall. He plans on working in the gaming industry when he grows up. You know? That's good for him. We need more gamers out there and more game. We need more game creators out there to create more games and have fun at it. You know, if they want to do it, let them do it. Who's stopping them? You know, we're so proud of people like Nate. You know, I know someone in the camping club who likes computers and gamings, and he just graduated high school and he's trying to get into college. Don't know when he's going to be going to college. But one of the programs he actually looked at was at Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida. You know, they have a great program down there too. You know, I recommend, if you want to go to school, I recommend that program too. There are several gaming programs out there. You just gotta find the right one, you know. And I encourage you, if you like gaming or creating games, it's for you, you know. So I'm so glad that these people want to be in the gaming world and get us more addicted to more games. It's funny, I know. And then maybe after doing this, you can get jobs at high leading gaming studios. Like Disney is one of them, and I'm not sure who else. Nintendo and Sony, and you know, all the gaming systems that are out there. You know, so basically, if you can come up with it, there you go. And I'm proud of these people that want to pursue the life of gaming. Being a gamer, creating all these games. You know, and these people that are on the spectrum that want to do it, I commend them very well because I've been trying to do it too, and it costs money to do them. That's one of the fields I was trying to get into. You know, maybe creating games. But I wasn't sure if I was going to be liking it or not. And I think I would struggle a little bit in it, but with the good teaching and the good staff members and the good students, you know, you never know what your potential can be until you try it. So, because someday I want to create apps too, apps that are camping related, and it'd be great to have it out there, you know, unless somebody already created those apps anyways. So. But anyways, I am proud of the people that, like I said, they got on the spectrum and they are on the spectrum and do these great jobs out there, and you know, people are looking for these people to step up, you know. So, all right, folks, game on, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye for now.